So this is the beginning of our adventure for today. What is today, Wednesday? Yeah, we're gonna walk down the Lower Bay, Princess Margaret, and all the way down to the Belmont Walkway, hopefully. You ready for the adventure? It begins this way.
Oh, yes, but I have to figure out a different pocket for my water.
So we're staying in Ravenala House. It has two driveways. This one here leads down to the less steep driveway. This walkway is very slippery when it's wet, and it's steeper than it looks. It's pretty rough if you have to bring luggage up this way, so you're going to want to get somebody that'll bring you up the back driveway, which is very steep, and we're going to see that here in a second. Believe it or not, this driveway is steeper than it looks in this video.
Oh boy, here we go, babe.
Got this steep, tight turn. We're 1/100th of the way there.
I'm going to speed a few of these up just so that you can see where we're actually walking, but to try and make the video just a little bit shorter.
There you go. This is smooth sailing now.
You do forget there's another really steep hill.
Oh yeah. Well, there's multiple steep hills. Well, we're just showing a little bit of the journey. So if people around here, they know what they're getting themselves into, which isn't bad at all. I think we haven't done the walk yet, but I'm gonna say with that view, this walk is definitely worth it. Yeah?
Yeah. 100%.
100%.
Believe it or not, these are two-way roads. Most of the roads in BEQUIA are very narrow when you get off the main road. So it's easier to hire a taxi because finding a pull off if somebody's coming the other way can be very difficult. This house here is Bell's Point, which is also the name of the area. So if you hire a taxi, just let them know that you're staying in the Bell Point area, and they'll know exactly where to take you. And we're about halfway through our journey already down to Lower Bay Beach.
Right after that Bell's Point house. So it does get a little muddy in here after the rain, but it dries up really quick. There's another driveway up that way. If you're walking back up to the house from Lower Bay, just stay right. As we learned in the taxi truck you're riding the back of that kills you driving up this road. Pretty rocky. And there's Lower Bay. Whoa. Yeah, you should definitely pay attention where you're walking.
Oh, especially.
Yeah, this is pretty uneven. Not bad. We're closing in on it. We're not far at all. Alright, so that's the hill we just came down. See, it's a little muddier down here. And got a little uphill. I mean, it's a decent little climb, but nothing like that driveway going up to the house. All right, so that's that hill. A lot steeper than it looks, as they all are. And this is what I meant by go right.
Look at this one.
Yeah, if you come up this road,
Serious right now?
that's Lower Bay Road. As you're coming up, just stay right. You'll find your way back to the house. Definitely wouldn't recommend it after drinking and at night. Here's the other road. Same old concept. That fence right there is the entrance to Lower Bay. And this road goes up. And again, just stay right. All right, here's another driveway at the bottom. Again, stay right. Go up there, hang it right at the top. And I didn't even look to see when we left, but an insanely easy walk. I've had knee surgery, need to have my knee replaced. She's got hardware in her back, and we made it down here in no time at all. It's a beautiful Lower Bay.
You know what I forgot?
What'd you forget?
The beach blanket.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I'm not. It was upstairs
Well, I'm
in
not
that
walking up to
suitcase.
get it. It's not that close.
No.
Dang it. Oh well. So we're down at Lower Bay right now. We're staying up at a house called Ravenala House. And I'm just gonna show you a little bit of our walk. Lower Bay, it's about 11 a.m. Wednesday, October, what's the date? 29th? 29th of October, 2025. There's absolutely nobody out here. This is the bottom end of Lower Bay. All right, time to walk. We're gonna end up in Port Elizabeth area. We're gonna walk from here over the hill to Princess Margaret Beach. Nice stroll up Lower Bay. All right, that white house right up there, that's where we're staying. And that's where we were just at on the beach. There's the reef. There's the tree you don't want to be under when it's raining because it'll make you sick. Oh, I done lost Natalie. There is Keegan's. And she's on a mission to get to Princess Margaret Beach. And then the Belmont Walkway so that we can go eat at Fig Tree. Now we gotta head out on Lower Bay Road and walk up over the hill. All right, we got to the north side of Lower Bay. So now we're coming out on Lower Bay Road. So it's quite a hill, but there's Fernando's Hideaway. And right back down there is the main road, Lower Bay Road. You'll have it's at Keegan's, Baywatch, and the Reef down that way. All right, I'll start back up and we're at the top of the hill. All right, we're at the top. If you're in a car, you gotta go way up there. But we have an easy little trail here. So you're on the Princess Margaret Trail. These two fences. This is our first time on this trail. Pretty sure they have a staircase over here. Hopefully. Go up that way, I guess. There's goats eating right here.
Does it go down there?
I don't think so.
It goes this way, right?
Yeah, there you go. Apparently it is where the goats are at. There you can see some of the steepness. Those are just regular roads here. And this is, I guess, what I meant by staircase. Just walking between people's goats. I hope we're on the right track. Sorry about that, buddy. Yeah. Don't trip over the goat. Oh, shoot. This doesn't look like a very often traveled trail here.
No.
I think we went the wrong way. There's a staircase.
This is there.
I know, it goes all the way up there.
This goes down the beach.
But I'm saying we could have got the staircase at the top. We weren't supposed to cut through that grass.
Oh.
So, tip for the next people, find the staircase. This is much easier than trekking with the billy goats. There's a good chance we're getting a cab back because we have to get some groceries and whatnot. And by groceries, I mean rum and beer. So yeah, this is a pretty easy trek. Like I said, we're staying up at Ravenala House. So we're way past Lower Bay Beach. And this is not a bad walk at all. Alright, so that's the walk down. Get to the bottom here. We are now at Princess Margaret Beach. Yes, sir. Hello. So they say Lower Bay is more of the local spot. Princess Margaret is more of the touristy spot. I think it's because when cruise ships come in, they get quick taxi rides over here. Alright, so we're going to walk over there towards the Belmont Walkway. Alright, so the house we're staying is right there. Did Lower Bay, Princess Margaret, stopped at Faye's for beer. And now we're heading towards the, that's Jack's Bar right there. And then we're going to get on the Belmont Walkway. There's Jack's. We're at the end of Princess Margaret. We sat at Faye's, had a beer. 2 beers for $5 US. First you go out around this little cliff, and then there's a path up into the trees, and we'll show you that on the backside. How's it going? Old Belmont Walkway. They had issues, I believe, with falling rocks instead of making it unsafe. So they built this, and last year when we were here, they received damage from Hurricane Beryl. So we were unable to walk across it. But this year it's all nice, pretty new, and a heck of a lot easier than going up on the road.
So I'm just going to speed up this little section a little bit, just to shorten the video a little bit. And I just wanted you to get a view of the rest of this wooden walkway around the cliff.
All right, so just a good old-fashioned wooden staircase to the top. Port Elizabeth. Keep on keeping on. Excuse me, man.
You're so you're so cute.
This is the top. Going down the other side. Yeah, that's BEQUIA Plantation Hotel. Almost at the end here. And up on your right you see, I'm assuming that's one of the suites at BEQUIA Plantation Hotel. It's one of the massage areas. And hotel. Princess Margaret Trail, Lower Bay. We made it.
We made it.
So we got caught up in the beauty of the Belmont Walkway, and I completely forgot to record it. So this is a video from last year of the north end of it, and I guess we'll have to go back next year to get another video of the entire thing. So this is the downtown Port Elizabeth portion of the Belmont Walkway. The wind noise in the phone was unbearable, so I figured I'd just voice over this portion. The building right there was a convenience store last year. This year it looks like it's just vacant. Above there is Maria's Cafe. Below it is Island Booze, where you can get soda, snacks, liquor, wine, and beer. And this is one of our favorite places to stop, BEQUIA Pizza Hut. The pizza's fantastic. The guy in there is also fantastic, and we sit there and drink beers while we're waiting for our pizza. We stopped in a few of these little shops and bought shirts for the grandkids and just shopped around for random things as we walked down the walkway. Right here is looking back south on the walkway. And these little shops on the, where are they at? Right there. You can get produce in there. Really good fresh produce. You see the taxis driving. I'm actually walking in the street here. When it's busy, that would not be a good idea. So I'm going to cross over and get on the actual walkway. This is where you can pick up taxis. You can just walk up, tell them where you want to go, and jump in the back of their truck. There's a little bar we hung out in. You can get 2 beers for 10 EC. They charge you $1 extra if you take them away because of the deposit. Down this road, you can see the bank off in the distance. On the right is the Large Knights supermarket. That's the Bayshore Mall, I believe. And right there is the Visitor Center. There is also a small Knights that is open on bank holidays, we found out when we were there, because they had Independence Day. And you can stop in there and get most things that you need, which is where we're going to go get our beer and rum. Well, we ended up getting a hold of Brendan, who was the taxi driver recommended by the house manager. He will take you up that steep hill, and since we just went to night trading and got rum, beer, wine, and some groceries, we thought it'd be a better idea to not walk up those steps. Right here you can see the ferry down in Port Elizabeth. There's a better view of Admiralty Bay. The drive back isn't that bad, but walking back would be very difficult. That's the entrance to Princess Margaret if you do rent a car. Like I was saying, when we got off on those stairs, you would have to go to the top of that hill and go all the way down this road. So this would be a very long walk. Right there is a bus stop for the Dollar Bus, I believe. We never rode those, so I would not recommend walking all the way up there, because you'll see here in this 2x speed video how long it would take you to actually walk up there. Renting a car here isn't that bad. We drove around last time. We went to Springtop, which was a pretty difficult drive as far as the narrowness of the road and the severe drop-offs. So if you're a little sketched out by that, I would definitely recommend hiring a taxi. Right here is the entrance to that walkway that took us down past the goats from Lower Bay Beach to Princess Margaret. There's that steep hill we're going down right now, and now we're entering Lower Bay. There's a produce stand right here that's usually open Looks like it's open on the backside today, so you can go there to get some produce if you're staying up in that Bells Point area. Right here is Baywatch. They have the roadside part of it, and they also have the beachfront. Next up down the road is going to be Keegan's. It's a bar, restaurant, and hotel, so you can stay right there and sleep, eat, drink, and be right on the beach. And it should be coming up here in a second. And here it is, maybe. Sorry, this is the first time I've ever done a video, so I'm still trying to figure out how to time all this right. There it is. So that's going to be Keegan's. And continuing down the road, the next one up is going to be The Reef. So that was all Keegan's. A little bit more video of Lower Bay. I'm just trying to keep it running so you can see the actual distance. Right there is The Reef. And you can go down there, hang out, have beers right on the beachfront. Continuing on down Lower Bay. So we'll soon be coming up to where you're going to go up that steep hill. And you will definitely notice how steep it is compared to the walk down when you hear him downshift into low, which should be coming up here any second. Not sure, I can't remember what that place there was called, but continuing down the road, this is roughly where we came in after we walked down the hill. The walk down to the beach took roughly 11 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and speed this part up a little bit. You can hear the bottles clanging together. So I forgot to mention we also got a pizza from our friend down at BEQUIA Pizza Hut. So we're going to head back up, eat some pizza, drink some Haroons, and look out over Admiralty Bay. I would not recommend walking up this hill with groceries in this heat because it is somewhat stifling. I let that last part run at regular speed just so you could get an actual idea of how steep and rough that rocky part was. You could probably walk down about the same speed as he can drive up or down that portion. Like I said, very rocky. Fortunately, we didn't have any beers broken, and we haven't lost the pizza yet, so we're doing good. We just passed Bells Point House, and right up around this corner is where we get into the very steep part, and I will let that run at regular speed so you get a better idea of how steep the road and driveway are.
We gotta go up all those steps. No, it's just not even it yet.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. Bro, this is just silly. I wish you could see how steep this was in real life. It's like a roller coaster at Cedar Point, man. Oh, that's bonkers. My guy's in 4 low and the tires are slipping. Just tractor up here. We made it. Hey. What's up? What you getting into? Just a little Bible reading? Huh?
Ecclesiastes.
Ah. Mine feels okay, thanks. And I told myself I wasn't gonna drink no more, but that was a lie, 'cause today, here I go. Speaking of that, where's my rum? Oh, there she is. There my little sparrow. What's up, little sparrow? Looking like a little bird all left alone over here with your little sparrow self. Mm-mm-mm.
When I'm feeling under the weather, you just make me feel sweet. Ice the cocoa tea, use the sugar, and together we are complete. Darling, heat me up. Only you alone can put fire back in the soul. Heat me up. And they're telling me I should leave that fire alone. Well, the more they tell me, the more I'm holding you close. I could never let you go. Miss Ocean.